CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone. Make sure you guys press the like button as you enter into the chat. Oh no. Look, I done dropped my little light because I want to let it shine, child. Let it shine, but it won't let me shine. It won't let me make it. Jesus. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it together. How about that? My arm. Come on in the room, y'all. Thank you guys so much for. Hold on, just a second. We're gonna get it together. So let me just do this right here. All right, y'all. This is it right here. Make sure you guys press the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. Guys, on tonight we are going to talk about a missing person. Her name is Kierra Cole. She's been missing since 2018. I know um, a lot of people haven't heard about this situation, but she is from Chicago and she's been missing. And today, the Chicago Police Department have released some footage that had of her on some surveillance video at a store, and they're asking for some people that has any information about her case to reach out to them. Now, we're going to talk about this case, and we're going to um, see if we can um, maybe look into her situation and see maybe this is going to be somebody hurt her and did anything or what. But we're going to listen to her situation, I mean her being missing, and we're going to listen to her case, and we're going to see what is the issue. Um, as well, guys. Um, I do want to post her picture, guys. Just give me a moment. Um, as well, guys, I do want to give you guys an update on the little. You remember back in last year, I say close to like, well, we was talking about this young man that was in Florida, and he died due to a incident with being too heavy to ride on a ride. It was like a big one of those towers drop rides that he was on. Well, this young man, the autopsy report came back, and the baby was too heavy for the ride, and they let him ride anyway. He died of blunt force trauma. Now, um, who I believe who is responsible for this young man's death, I definitely do believe that it is. I feel like it was the person that allowed him to ride. Thank you, Trisha. Tell him. But I do want to tell you guys that, hey Reese, how you doing? Um, and as well, guys, I want to give you guys. I think back in January I did and I may need to do another video on it. It's about this little young girl. Her name is Harmony Montgomery. I share a lot on Facebook because I know there's a lot of stuff that's be happening, but I do know that the stepmother and father have been arrested. And today the police went to their old home and they have found a refrigerator and they have taken it out the home. It is taped shut with like it's evidence of something. Y'all pray for like the baby. If the baby life was taken, let's pray that the mom get justice for her child. I believe that the stepmom and father probably killed this baby. Her name is Harmony, and I've been following her case for a while now. Even though I don't go back and talk about the cases, guys, I definitely want to let you know that I still be watching and looking, and trying to make sure that I keep you guys up to date on everything that um that is going on. So they are in went inside step the father and stepmother's home, and they have found something. So it says here there was a refrigerator brought into the house, and also that a coroner was there now. So, Jesus. So I think somebody done killed this baby. Um, hey Christine, how you doing? How everybody doing on today? Today, guys, as well, guys, I definitely want to give y'all something crazy that I seen on today. Then we're gonna move on. Another crazy thing that I seen on today was this crazy man done got up, y'all. This crazy man in Oklahoma climbed. He climbed this I shared it to my Facebook, but his crazy tail done climbed up the top of this tower. I guess for attention or running from the law, and still got arrested. I don't even understand that. I don't. Um, exactly. But that was something crazy that I seen on the news today, y'all. I just feel like this is crazy. So anyway, y'all, this is the young lady that is missing. Her name is Kierra Cole. She's been, like I stated, she's been missing since 2018. She's from Chicago. Y'all, I've been doing as much as research as I possibly can to give you guys a backstory on Kierra. I have some video, some footage that I want you guys to listen to as well. Some of the footage that the Chicago Police Department did release to the public on today on YouTube. Um, so it says here that Kierra Cole was a pregnant postal worker. She's been missing since 2018. Now, I want you guys to listen to this story and tell me what you guys think. Um, Now, Kierra, from what I'm reading and understanding, her disappearance, like when she left, there was no trace of her. Whatever happened to her. It says here that her boyfriend, she was the last person she was seen with was her boyfriend. And says here that she was pregnant, 3 months pregnant by this man, but 3 months pregnant, and there was surveillance video of someone leaving her home, but it has came out. It has came out that the person was not Kierra. It's crazy. Yes. So I want you guys to listen. The mother and the father did do the mother, Kierra's mother, did do an interview. Um, but I want you guys to listen to her mother. Um, and I'm gonna get and I as well, guys. I definitely want to let you know that I'm still doing the Alexis. I'm still in the looking into Alexis, and I'm gonna give you guys an update on that as well. Um, so let's listen to this because it alarms you that the mother suspects that. Just listen to this, and you guys tell me what you think. Hey Jessica, how you doing, boo? Let me take her picture off the screen. All right. Let me do this. Just listening to this. Um, all right, y'all, let's go.
missing. That was more than 2 years ago. Now her mother talks about the man that she wants to talk to and the evidence that may not be what you think. Here's Rob Stafford.
We just hung Kierra. It's both mystery and a tragedy.
You should go right there.
Kept looking at the video all that night. This may hold a clue to what happened to her.
Is it any better today than it was 2 years ago?
No, it feels like it just replay every day.
And every night, Karen Phillips prays for a good night's sleep, knowing she'll wake up to a nightmare that has been her life since her daughter disappeared. Tonight, she reveals information she says Chicago police told her not to disclose.
Why are you telling us now when the police told you 2 years ago not to say anything?
I didn't say anything because I didn't want to mess up the case. I don't have nothing to lose now. I mean, it's been 2 years. Y'all ain't came up with nothing.
26-year-old Kierra Coles was a postal employee, 3 months pregnant when she went missing. NBC5's Regina Waldrop was one of the reporters who found this video from a neighbor's security camera.
You should go right there.
She's walking down the street. You see her. She's in her postal uniform. That's her. That's her.
A still frame went on posters and the video aired nationwide. You can see a woman in a postal uniform on Wednesday, October 3rd at 11:54 a.m. But Kierra was not scheduled to work that day.
Why would she be wearing her uniform if she's off work?
I was thinking maybe she decided to go back. Maybe she decided to go in, or she just put the uniform on.
But as Phillips kept watching the tape, something bothered her.
It's the mother thing. You know, you just know your child.
That's not her walk.
No, that's not a walk.
Then she says Chicago police told her that was not Kierra.
He said it's not. You know, don't tell nobody that that's not your daughter.
Phillips says another woman who worked for the post office lived nearby, and that was her on the tape. Postal inspectors would not confirm that, but did say police have a timeline of Kierra's whereabouts the night before on Tuesday, October 2nd.
Phillips says she has seen a neighbor's video of Kierra and her boyfriend, fellow postal employee Josh Simmons, leaving her apartment in separate cars that night. And she says Chicago police told her they have video of them going to an ATM.
When?
Tuesday.
Did they tell you how much money was taken out?
$400 out of her account.
Police declined comment and would not confirm or deny the information.
Says Kierra did not get along with.
She had a fight with the other baby's mother, and she was banned from coming to his house.
Still, Phillips says she thought Simmons was a decent man.
Did you think he was good for her?
Yeah. He had manners, never raised his voice in my house. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but 2 years later, that made me question a lot.
She especially questions his behavior at the time of the search, saying he was a no to you.
He left town.
Phillips says he moved out of state with the other woman. We found an address in Louisiana, but he did not respond to letters we sent there. Again, police have not named him or anyone else as a suspect.
I just can't understand. You dated my daughter for 6 years, and then now that my daughter is pregnant and missing, you do nothing.
What do you want to say to him tonight?
That I wish he would come in and talk to the police.
Chicago police released a statement saying they're working this investigation with the FBI and Postal Inspection Service. Postal investigators told us they've had 400 leads, including one just last month. And they said, we can't imagine the level of pain, grief, and frustration felt by Kierra Coles' family. They're offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts. Rob Stafford, NBC5 Investigates.
Our thanks to Rob, and let's hope they get some leads.
Yeah. Quite the mystery there.
Okay. So, yeah, I was trying to get my lighting right. I'm sorry. So I have a question when it comes to that because so I believe number one, I believe the boyfriend was dipping and dabbing with both. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that's why it was such a conflict. Y'all know how men do. He was dipping and dabbing. In both. Okay. This was his first baby mama. So I do believe that if he didn't search for her, he didn't have no even though he had a relationship with her, he didn't have that much feeling for her. So I do believe that it's something with this guy. I do believe that um, he was playing both sides, and him and the baby mama got something to do with this, especially since he up and moved. That is very strange. And I got something. I guess, and I guess. Let me see here. The Let's see here. It says here that Kierra. I was wondering who was Kierra Smith. I think Kierra Smith is the baby mama. Y'all listen to this. I found this as well researching about Kierra. And y'all tell me what you think. Hold on. So this is somebody testifying that as soon as Kierra came up missing, it says here that this person here is took flight to Louisiana, and this person's name was Kierra Smith. This is all allegedly, but someone did testify to this, and it seems very strange too. If somebody all of a sudden moved, and the police didn't even. The crazy thing about it, they said it sounded like the police didn't do no good investigation or something. But something ain't right. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out here.
Let me know. Just listen if you possibly can.
Y'all be safe.
The next day.
This man, listen to this man.
Kierra Smith quit her good government job the next day. Left the state of Illinois, head south.
Took a flight
Out of here. Kierra Smith is just as suspicious in this as Joshua Simmons. Upon working with the dad today, we are at the residence of Josh Smith. It appears that his father may possibly be a pastor in the city of Chicago. His name is George Simmons, and no contact with him at all. We've rung the bell, we've knocked on the windows, we've yelled out. At first, when we came by here, there was no dog in the yard. Now there's a dog in the yard. And so, again, it's just real simple. Ladies and gentlemen, Kierra Coles is not found yet. Nope. If you know have any information, please contact the Chicago Police Department
or the FBI,
the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or the United States Inspector General, Inspection Service, United States Postal Inspection Service. Those are the numbers on the bottom.
Yeah, you got your book bag and stuff.
876-2455 for the U.S. Postal Inspection.
I got a key.
The Chicago Police Department 312-747-8274.
No, it's in the trunk. That's just so sad.
I'm gonna keep stuff.
All right.
John.
This man is saying that as soon as Kierra went missing, this lady, she took flight. As soon as Kierra Cole went missing, Kierra Smith took flight. And I'm believing that Kierra Smith is the baby mama. And he said that I guess they all was working for the post office, I guess. it says here that they all, like, she quit her good job to go to Louisiana. And the police didn't think that was suspicious. Now, so let's listen to the mother describe how this video. Oh, she no, this is not it. This video that I have is some more footage um of the mother speaking with the news, and she explains more. um it says here that this is what it says here. It says here on October 15th, 2018, the mother was saying that she don't believe there was key error in the footage. She said, I said to myself, this was planned, and that whoever that was in the footage brought her car back not knowing any of the details. And to hear Karen say that Josh brought the car back is deep. So Josh had brought back Kierra's car and never was questioned about that. It says here the investigation claimed they knew who it is in the footage, but they really don't know who it is. Could that be a person that they planned or placed it to show, like, Kierra leaving the apartment? This person said my vision was that she was attacked by 3 people in my dream that she sees somewhere somewhere in his neighborhood, face down in dirt. Now I could be wrong, but I was right about everything in the beginning. As far as it wasn't her and somebody brought her car back. I'm praying that she's okay, but if Josh is responsible, I have to use my common sense. He wanted to get rid of the baby, so he had to get rid of her. So it was all because of she was 3 months pregnant. See, we got to be careful who we got to have kids by. I definitely want to say that. It could be possibly so, because if he's, you know what I'm saying, like his I'm gonna be honest, maybe maybe Mr. Simmons' family are some heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? They maybe are some heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? So that could possibly be so. But let's listen to the mother. This is like a 2-3 minute clip of the mother explaining further about Mr. Simmons. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get it back on the screen.
Karen Phillips, K-A-R-E-N-Phillips. I'm her mom, Kierra Cole's mom. Because we won't answer, you know. They're not telling us not this to be 3 years October the 2nd. It just don't make no sense that, you know, they're not following up with nothing. Oh, yeah. That Josh Simmons brought her car back to her block. Parked it down the street from our house, so, you know, I guess, I don't know why he parked away, but the last person we Kierra brought her car back up. The boyfriend, they was going to have a child together. They've been dating about 6 years. Yes. Yes. You know that we miss her mouth, we miss her personality. We just ready for her to come home. We've all been waiting for Kierra to become a mom. She asked one of my kids to be a mom, so we was too excited for her to be a mom. So we just waiting to see how she's doing as a mother. Is she the baby? No, she's not the baby. She's before the baby. Many grandchildren you have 5. Yeah. So obviously you're missing your daughter, but you're missing this grandbaby as well, right?
Yeah.
You talked about her just being like, I guess, bubbly and knowing. Is that kind of yeah. She's very outspoken. I mean, she's gonna get her word across whether you want to hear it or not. So yeah, she's very outspoken.
Joseph talked about milestones. Her birthday is coming up in September. How hard is it to hit those milestones year after year?
I just wish, well, for me, I wish I could just sleep through, because it's hard knowing that this is her birthday. I know what she'll be doing, but, we have to celebrate for her just to let her know we keep going for you.
And is there anything you want to say about this?
I just want Josh to come in and talk to the police. If you don't have nothing to do with it, let us know so we can ease, our mask can ease off you so we can go somewhere else to look. And then, I think it's sad that somebody can say, oh, I got a lawyer, and they can just go years and years and years. I think it should be a time frame. Okay, 2 years, you ain't came, okay, we're going to bring you in and question you. No, only if you talk to the police for one night that I made the missing person.
Wow.
How important is it to you and your family to have testimonies like this to keep this alive?
Very important. And I appreciate any and everybody that come out and stand with us, help us, and let me know that they got something going for us just for that. If she even watching, she know that we're not going to stop.
Thank you so much for being here. I wish you was under better care.
I know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So, as you hear the mom say, like, they really ain't been putting no pressure on Mr. Simmons, Joshua. She said that they spoke to him one time. And after that, he retained himself a lawyer. And that she said that they pressured him ever since he retained a lawyer. That is very strange. That says a lot. But I feel like what's wrong with answering to whatever question that the police have about this young lady's death? Well, not death, being missing. And then for him to drive her vehicle back and park it down the road from her home, that is strange when you could have just easily parked it by her home unless you knew where the cameras was. Think about it. If somebody's doing something deceitful, you think they want to be seen on camera? Think about it. Ain't nobody gonna want to be seen on camera if you're doing something that ain't right. And see, I'm gonna play the next video in just a minute of the one that's just newly released of seeing Kierra in the store taking money out the ATM. That is very strange because I would have asked him, why did you park her car? If y'all was in separate cars, how did you end up in the car? How did he end up in the car with the car? That's the question I got. How he ended up with the car and then he parked it across. If this your girlfriend for 6 years, why wouldn't you want to be seen at her home? Now, that is very strange that he did that. And then for him to have he has moved from Chicago and has carried on with his life. That says a lot. Hey, Princess, my love, how you doing? They're trying to help, but I guess they want to have soundproof evidence. Let me say this. See, it always matters with the evidence. They ain't not going to arrest anyone or accuse anyone of anything. They want to have soundproof evidence that you done did this. They're doing a full investigation, even though it's taking them years to do it. They dragging their feet because mom deserves answers. either she's alive or unfortunately, uh, either she is alive or unfortunately someone has took her life. I don't know, like, um, maybe he convinced her to have an abortion. Maybe, or she decided she. This is just my little spidey senses. Um, it's late at night. She may have convinced because we know that's not the person on that video. We know that's the UPS worker. They talking about it was a next door neighbor that worked at the UPS, but now that's somebody that they planted there. Smart. Um, he asked to either borrow some money or she he wanted her to have an abortion. That's what I'm thinking. Now y'all know I'm because no way you going to use her car. Something happened between the time that she came between. We know that she was alive at the time before whatever time the ATM she went to the ATM. It was nighttime. From the nighttime to the time that he dropped off her car, we know something happened between that time frame. And she was with him. Now, my question is, we have to figure out what happened. If she was pregnant and he had a baby mama, boom, could it be there was some strife? Let's say they had issues. Maybe he was going back and forth with the the baby mama and Kierra, and I do believe this. And Kierra ended up pregnant. Baby mama feel like she should be the only baby mama that could be supposed to be having his children. So basically, and so they probably got together and she decided asked her to have an abortion or whatever, y'all. This is my just speculation. And between that time that she got the money out of the ATM and the money and him bringing back her car, I believe an altercation happened, or she didn't want to go through with the abortion or whatever, and he killed her. I do believe that. That's the question. Why were you in her car unless someone else was with is a part of this, and it's got to be the baby mom. But see, she don't want to be a part of it. That's why she up and left. Kierra Smith, um, whoever the baby mama is, she a part of it. Think about it. She left quickly. Him got him a lawyer immediately. Oh, he probably have a real renowned father as or well known father as a pastor. Police dragging their feet. Come on now. I know it does. It does. I know, but see, Kierra's phone was in the car. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. It is. It's a fishy story. I'm gonna play the YouTube video that the Chicago Police Department did put out, so you guys can hear it. I will drop the link when I get through playing it, and if you guys want to go back and listen, and if anything of the clips or anything that I put out that y'all want to hear, let me know, and I'll drop them for you, because I know sometimes it can be a little bit distorted on here. Well, honey, we just trying to seek the truth and see what happened to this baby, because and get her mom some justice because, or some type of answers. You know, it's ridiculous. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Let me excuse me. Yeah, y'all, I do not want. I do want to let you guys know I do not own the rights to this. Um, I'm going to use my uh, banner. Hold on, just a second. And once again, guys, I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I know y'all don't have to spend your day with me, your evening, an hour of your evening with me, and I do want to say thank you. I do appreciate you guys so much for the support on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you. I know, like when I joined um, the Facebook group for Kierra Cole, it was a lot of people in Chicago in her group that was missing. And I'm like, what are the police doing besides, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know that every weekend in Chicago, there's a shooting. Now it's people missing. It's too much. Hey Angie, how you doing? It is definitely too much. And I'm gonna be honest, I have visited family in Chicago maybe several years ago. I can't even remember. But and I honestly can say, man, living in Chicago or being in Chicago was a whole different living from where I live or where I'm from deep down here in the South. Is very different. Oh, thank you, Jessica. No, they're not. All right, y'all. Let's listen in, y'all. Um, Tell me what you think. This is viewer discretion is advised. I do want to let you guys know that.
Kierra, when she was a little girl, she always did a lot of talking. She wanted to be in TV, radio, something so everybody could just hear her voice. Kierra loved makeup. She even started doing makeup for people going on proms or just going out. Kierra loved taking pictures because she loved putting on clothes and just taking pictures all day, every day. Kierra loved dancing and taking videos of her and her friends. You know, whenever they went out, just laughing, having fun, making memories. She always wanted to work at the post office. She did seasonal positions for about 3 years. She kept saying, I'm just going to keep trying. Every year they're going to see my face until they finally decide to hire me. In about 3 years, she was hired at the post office. She loved her job. If I could use one word to describe Kierra, it would be ambition. Because everything that little girl said she was going to do, she did. She didn't care how long it took her to do it. She was going to do it just to prove that her word meant something. Kierra was 26 years old when she went missing on October the 2nd, 2018.
On October 2nd, 2018, at approximately 10:43 p.m., Kierra Coles was seen on surveillance video making 2 ATM withdrawals at a business in the 8600 block of South Cottage Grove. Kierra, a postal worker who was 3 months pregnant, exited the business 3 minutes later. These are the last recorded images of Kierra.
The last time I talked to Kierra, she was at the WIC store. She was asking me what should she get, what type of milk, what type of fruits and she was just so excited to be pregnant. I can't never forget that day because that was the last day I talked to her and heard her voice and heard how happy she was to be pregnant.
2 days later, on October 4th, the Coles family filed a missing persons report for Kierra. While attempting to locate her, officers forced entry into Kierra's apartment, but she was nowhere to be found.
Even when I had the police come and do a well-being check to see if my daughter was in her apartment okay, it was a wreck for me then. I couldn't even stand up there. As they was taking the screws out the door, I couldn't even stand up there. My heart was beating so fast. My hands were sweating. I thought I was going to walk into something that I didn't want to see, to the point I had to go outside and catch my breath. And the boyfriend and her stepfather, they stayed up there with the police. Then when they came downstairs and told me she wasn't in there, it was like a big relief, like, okay, thank you, God. Then that's when I thought maybe she just went outside. She didn't want to be bothered. She'd just be home in the morning.
Chicago police detectives and the United States Postal Inspection Service began a joint investigation.
So after we made the police report, it just was days of searching and passing out flyers and praying. Sometimes when people get pregnant, they have mood swings, which I was praying that's all that may been was a mood swing. She just didn't want to be bothered with nobody for a couple of days. But here I am, almost 3 years later, and I still don't have my baby.
After canvassing for video and analyzing the hours of footage obtained, detectives were able to piece together a timeline of the last few hours before Kierra disappeared on October 2nd. During the course of that night, Kierra entered her residence in the 8100 block of South Vernon. A man who detectives identified as a person of interest also arrived and entered the residence. Kierra and the man later got into her car and drove off, with Kierra in the driver's seat. Kierra was seen making the ATM withdrawal on surveillance video just minutes later. Less than an hour later, the vehicle is seen arriving and parking in another area of the city. The person of interest exits the passenger side of the vehicle, but nobody exits the driver's side. The next day, the person of interest is seen parking Kierra's vehicle near her residence before entering the building and exiting with unknown items. He then drives away in his personal vehicle that was parked on the block overnight. When officers questioned the person of interest after Kierra was reported missing, he gave varying accounts of the last time he saw her. Detectives cast a wide net for evidence that would lead to Kierra's whereabouts. Many of Kierra's family and friends were interviewed. Social media accounts were reviewed. A forensics test for blood evidence was conducted. Her personal computer, phone records, and financial records were all analyzed.
The worst thing a parent can go through is not knowing whether their child is safe, warm, fed, being treated right. It's just heartbreaking. It's just an emotional wreck to wake up every day. Sometimes a song could remind me of her when her friends post them in her videos. I'm just looking at her, wishing it just was the day, and I'll see her later. It just took a big mental toll on.
For more than 3 years, Kierra's loved ones had to live with many unanswered questions. We need your help to shed light on her disappearance. The Chicago Police Department is committed to finding out what happened to Kierra. We will not stop until we can bring her family answers. Kierra deserves this. Her family deserves this. Please call.
All right, y'all. So
I need help from anybody out there that may be.
hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all, well, you got kids. My little girl, she love to be heard and seen. But see, you have to have. They want to make sure they have soundproof evidence that he did something, even though he was the last person that seen her. They can't guarantee. They don't have any evidence that he did anything. And in mind, this is what is very alarming to me. Kierra found out she was pregnant. Kierra went to the WIC office and was excited about being pregnant. It was the last time my mama heard from her. And 2 days later, this was alarming to me. I bet y'all, the Simmons guy, he did not want any more children because he didn't want to deal with that beef of the other baby mama. Because guess what? He was still dipping and dabbing. Even though they've been together for 6 years, he was living a double life. And he wanted Kierra to get an abortion. I bet y'all he convinced her to try to get an abortion, or they got into it about an abortion, got some money out to drive somewhere to try to get an abortion overnight, and then she changed her mind. Girl, shut up. I'm so sick of children. All over on water bug. Big water bug. Anyway, anyway. Um anyway, it just done messed me up. Um so the 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 I believe that the guy, he wanted, yeah, but something is happening that um the child, she get on my nerves. She done got on it. Um just running out. Um exactly. But see, he know that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't want to get, probably didn't get want to get hit up for child support. That's for sure. He definitely didn't want to get hit up by child support, and he as well was still dipping and dabbing with the I think with the other mother. That's why it was so much of a riffraff. And yes, and he had her car and then just parked it and got in his vehicle and left. Um, yeah, basically. I hate to say that, but he did something to her that was not right. I'm sorry, y'all. This done got hot. Um, I do actually believe that he did something to her, and um, I do believe that he didn't want any more children, even though they've been together for 6 years. So yes, and he don't want to answer to those questions. So I hope and pray that the mom gets answers because what what the police doing, even though they're saying that the person he's a person of interest, but they don't have a definite thing that says that he did it, or what he did to her, or if anything happened to her. I don't know. Um, but still, he still is responsible for taking care of the child. And yeah, you're right though, because they were together, so she wouldn't put him on. It had something to do with the his baby mom. I believe that he was still dibbing and dabbing, and that's who he was with now. If I'm probably, and that um and probably she didn't want him to have no other children because some people like that. Some people don't want to be the only baby mama. And I don't even care like that. Yes. Yes, the police is still looking for her. They just released that video on yesterday. No, the day the 14th. They just released that video I got today, but they just released the information yesterday. The new information they found, all the surveillance videos. So clearly, he is a person of interest, but they don't have the soundproof evidence that he did anything to her no more than get on a car and stuff like that. So if he got her in the car with him and he said, now my question is, he got her in the car, they went and got some money. What happened in between them time? Where did y'all go? Did they ask him that? But see, he retained a lawyer. That means he's stagnant. He might think he done got away. But see, y'all ever watched How to Get Away with Murder? Child, what you think you done got away with, you ain't always got away with. But who's that lady from Hattiesburg? Um, that is very crazy that this young lady is missing. And the person of interest, is still out and free. And they were the ones that actually had the car. They are the ones that actually dropped her car back off. Then your car is parked down the street. Um, Her name is Felisa Carter. I had to look into that. It's very strange. Like, yeah, it's more than just her that are missing, but we just shining a light on this one. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Um, I think that what they're waiting on someone to come forward saying that they seen them at certain place, they're just trying to find somebody that possibly could have seen them or something at the store or outside the store. It's very strange. It looked like they was at a Walgreens. I know Walgreens got footage. Looked like that's what she went to, a Walgreens. And I know Walgreens have outside footage, but not always they catch everything. The surveillance cameras catch everything. So who knows? Um, but it's just very, very strange to me. Christmas, this is Trisha. Girl, she said you those things all you gotta do is step on them and kill them. Throw them away. They be alright. Them big, for some reason during the summer they always come out during the summer. Oh, I can't stand it. But I know, but for some reason they dragging their feet on it. I don't know why they're dragging their feet on putting pressure on him to answer more questions. But see, he, for some reason, because he has retained him a lawyer, feel like he is not going to talk without incriminating himself without a lawyer. See, he already got a lawyer on deck. Yeah, I got some trees. I got one like right there, like kind of above, like leaning towards my house. Um, so they're waiting on someone to come forward. But who gonna come forward if no one has ever seen some? Unless her body come up and she's deceased, and they found that she's been strangulated or something like that, then they'll probably arrest her. So I don't know. Um, I do not know. I just know that this is a mother. Her mother is a mother that's looking for her children. Um, I bet y'all she's somewhere in the Michigan River, or she's somewhere in a dump, or he hid her in a good location. Nor her nor the baby have survived. I hate to come to terms. You have to come to terms with that. I hate that. Well, y'all, this is another look, Dateline edition. This is another Dateline edition of missing person. But I'll keep you guys updated on the story if any new information comes out. I just hate that a young lady has lost her life to somebody that you think that you love them, support you, and then they're the opposite. So guys, I'm about to get out of here. I may go live tomorrow, or I may not. Thursday, I'm gonna come on Thursday. I'm gonna take a midweek break, so I can prepare some more lives and get some more content out, y'all. I'm gonna try my best to get to put something out there for you guys at least 3 to 4 times a week. But this was one of those cases. I remember seeing this back in 2018, and let's pray that the mother gets some answers, because it looks as though that the boyfriend is the number one person that the police should be looking at, but um, but it don't look as though, I don't know. It just is amazes me. But I'm about to get out of here, guys. Um, we have to continue to what It really don't. Because people live double lives these days. I don't know how they do it. But I just can't do it. I don't have time to talk to this person, that person, go lay down with this person, go down, lay down with that person. That's too much sex and too many diseases. AIDS is real. And I ain't got time nor the patience to be talking to several people. Well, like some people say, a lie detector test is not really admissible in court or admissible due to the fact that people can be a lie detector test. I'm gonna be honest. Remember they said that about whatchamacallit. Ooh, oh Lord. Child. Anyway, y'all. That's yes, he does, Reese. And I guess sometimes when the police, when people get lawyers and things and such, they feel like they have to come with the soundproof evidence to where I bet you in another year they're gonna come up with some kind of information where he's gonna have to turn himself in, and he ain't gonna have no choice but to talk. You too, Jessica. Thank you to y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a good night. Um, are you guys? Oh, I wonder is it on because I don't even know. But y'all know that the Congress is doing a live coverage of this insurrection and all the people that was a part of Trump's camp that about this insurrection. I watched some of it last week. I know TZP he is covering covering it. So y'all go check out TZP. That's I can't even say his name right, but everybody know he covered the trial as well. But um, but there will be a live broadcast of evidence that shows that trial Trump knew about the insurrection. Child. Um, for sure. So for them trying to take over the Capitol, he knew about it. And they're going to they're trying to make it very clear that they don't want him to run for the presidential office anymore. And as well, guys, I do want to let you know that get ready for the stock market to crash. Okay? You know, it really don't matter to us po folk, but it don't hit the billionaires like it hit us because inflation don't really go up and gas and all that. And we ain't gonna make the same amount of money. But I definitely want to let you guys know that the stock market is gonna crash. We'll probably be in a recession soon. And that's it, that's all. Exactly. So anyway, y'all, that's all that I have for tonight. Make sure you guys on your way out hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn your notification bells to all. That's even for Facebook. Like the page. Share me out. And I'll see you guys on Thursday because I probably won't be live tomorrow. So y'all have a good night and I'll see you guys on tomorrow.